Good morning, good day. Hope you're all doing well. I wanted to begin by sharing a Martin Luther King Jr. quote that I feel encapsulates the terrain that we're currently navigating, as well as part of the encouragement at this time. And the quote goes something like this: you don't have to see the whole staircase, you just have to take the first step. So if you have had the time to look at the guidebook for the season that we are currently in, we are in Aquarius season, and there's a lot of energy right now within the sign of Aquarius. We also have some major astrological movement going on in the sign of Aries that will accelerate and be amplified in the month of February. So we're moving into this next month of February, where the energetics and the themes of Aquarius, as well as the energetics and the themes of Aries, are really, I feel, calling us to claim more of our true selves. All right, so if you think about Aquarius season wants us to break free from whatever keeps us stuck. It wants us to step into the full expression of who we are, to liberate us from all the old patterns, anything at all that keeps us from not fully walking forward, from walking our path, from who we really are. And I kind of feel like a broken record because essentially when I think about, navigating through the astrological seasons, and I think about actually any healing work, I feel like the essence and the consistent invitation is to really understand the nature of our nature, to understand who we are beyond the conditioning, beyond what we internalized, beyond the trying to people please, and beyond the external validations, right? And that requires us getting to know who we are. And I feel like walking through these astrological seasons is helping us. The whole intention, I feel like the big the reason why I do it is because it helps me learn about who I am. It poses questions and inquiries for me to really reflect on, which hopefully helps me to then strip away consistently over time all the things that are not me. And so that, I feel, is the big invitation for Aquarius season. It's really coming into yourself. It is becoming this container, this clear container where what you are holding energetically, what you are holding physically, is really the essence of who you are. So I feel like that is a big, it's the gaze, it's what we're looking, hopefully, it's what we're moving towards, it's what we're cultivating during this next month. And then we have some big astrology that is happening within the sign of Aries, particularly in February. So we just had the planet Neptune move into Aries yesterday, and that's a big deal. And then we have Saturn moving into Aries in the middle of February, and we have these two planets coming together. And without all the astrological jargon, essentially what that is inviting is for us once again to, it's a beginning point. It's a dissolving of, once again, what is not you, what is not supporting your dreams and your bigger visions. And it really is a call into tapping into your primal instinct, tapping into your courage and your willingness, right? To begin from a place of clarity, of understanding who you are at your core, and then willing to move forward and act from that place, even when you may not know the complete path or the complete plan. And so that's where the quote from Martin Luther King comes in, because you don't have to see the entire staircase, but the invitation during Aquarius season and then during the month of February is being able to still take that first step, even when it feels like a risk. And the only reason it probably feels like a risk is because you may not know. None of us know. You may have a big plan in place. You may be someone that likes to plan to the last minute. And if that is part of your nature, absolutely do you, as well as understanding that it's okay to then surrender the outcome. So I think that for this week, what I would encourage is really, again, taking time to take a risk on yourself, right? Think about your bigger vision, your bigger aspirations. Look to and envision your higher self, this self that I like to imagine that, there is this self that of myself that exists, that is already all the things that I wish to be. And all I'm doing is moving closer and closer into that version of myself, right? My becoming is allowing me to embody more of that version of me that already is everything that I desire and already exist, and I'm moving closer into that version. So my encouragement for this week, as we navigate all these energies, as we are being asked to envision the new dreams, the new directions, right? The creative change, the creative visions that you hold for yourself. Begin to take time this week to see if you can visualize, or you can just sense into, if visualizing is difficult for you, that version of yourself. You can call it your higher self. You can call it your a version of yourself that is already doing the thing that you wish to do. Sit with that version of yourself for a bit. Just tap into what that feels like, and allow that version of yourself to be able to tell you, right? What are some of the things that you might be needing to take a closer look at? What are some of the things that you still may not be seeing, right? Aquarius is that sign that can take that eagle view, right? That overhead view that can see everything beyond what you can see from here. Like sometimes I feel like, I'll speak for myself, I definitely have had this experience recently where things, situations, relationships that I have been involved in that aren't necessarily in my best interest nor the best interest of the person that I'm engaging with. I was so close to the situation that there were certain things that I was not able to see. And recently, I have been able to have um, this overhead view where I can now see, oh, this way of engaging, I no longer want to engage with. Um, this way that I was engaging with this person, oh, now I can see why it wasn't really helpful to me or to them. So stepping out, having a bit of a wider perspective can be really helpful. So again, coming back to envisioning and working with this version of yourself that is already few steps ahead, sitting with that version of yourself and just inquiring, like, what is it that you need to know? What is it that you're not seeing? What is it that you still need to soften around, or maybe even completely let go, even when it feels uncomfortable, right? Because it's not something that you're used to doing. Yeah, but really beginning to choose yourself, right? Take a risk on yourself. Yeah, we're just in this beginning stages of a new beginning point that could really change your life in a way that may have felt difficult before, and now is gathering momentum so that these shifts can really take place rather quickly. So really sit with yourself this week and consider, what are the dreams that you are dreaming, that you've been dreaming, that maybe felt like they weren't moving forward. Sit with those, simplify them, get clear on them. And just know that we are moving towards a time where they will really start to have legs and roots to really grow from. I hope that makes sense. Have a beautiful week.